Well, hello and welcome to another Tyrrell's Classic Workshop. We're actually out on location at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, and it's hot. It's 28 degrees in the shade, which is the thick end of 90 in old money. There's lots of noise, lots of people. I'm competing with internal combustion engines, which I've been doing for the last 40 years. So there's nothing new there. But I've come across some very good bonus balls for this video, and we'll have a look at the reason. If you haven't watched the previous videos recently, we're going to have a look at the reason why I'm here specifically on this occasion. So let's see what the Festival of Speed has to offer. Well, this is where it's at for me. This is the car we've been preparing for quite a while. The Lamborghini 350 GT, the 6th ever production Lamborghini. And it doesn't look too shabby here on the lawn. I've had good vibes from the one or two people who have the intel on the what's going on the green, and they've said that this seems to be the car that most people here would want to take home with them. So I shall say no more. It's here, it's prepped, it's got here. We had an unfortunate situation, it happens quite often actually, where the interior light, somebody, while they've been touching it or cleaning it or whatever, the interior light was permanently on. It's flattened the battery. So I've turned the light off. We'll charge it up and get it going again at some point. It's not the end of the world. Some Concours, it's amazing how they differ. Some they like the engine started up. Some they like the handbooks. Some they like the history. Others are more technical. It's different aspects for different Concours. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce our Danish representative, the Danish fraternity.
Thank you, Iain.
Klaus.
Thanks, Iain.
This is Klaus Eberfeld, who represents the car.
Yeah, from the selected car collection, and well, could we call it a collaboration?
I'm sure we can. Yes, yeah.
We go a long way back with this car, Iain, you and I,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
2019, we inspected the car in Paris.
We did with Olivier Nemesh, the
Yes.
Lamborghini historian.
Yes.
And you did the deal, and then sent the car to me. And
It didn't look like this
No,
at
it
the
was
time.
burgundy metallic, and this is an unusual touring Superleggera technique. This is hand-beaten aluminium over a very light steel frame, and we had to literally slice that with a slitter right the way along, remove the old aluminium, make up new sections, and fit them to it. And the seatbelt mountings were a biggie because there were no seatbelt mountings.
Yeah.
It was a bolt in a hole in the floor. If you'd had an accident in this, they would have been useless,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
So I keep banging on about safety in classic cars. It didn't look like... This is the original colour from 1964. Azzurro metallizzato, metallic blue.
Yeah, well, I can just say as a representative of the selected car group, where it now stands in the collection, when it's not out for Concours, obviously, we are quite happy with your work, Iain, so thank you. We consider it a collaboration.
Thank you, that's good to hear. What made this car particularly attractive to you as the buyers of the car before it came for restoration?
Well, two things, primarily, and at the early build date of the car, we were looking for an aluminium-bodied
Yes.
350, and it doesn't get much earlier than this one. And then the other thing was the color, which was wrong, as you stated when we saw the car first time. But yeah, you fixed that and several other issues.
Well, this is the original Azzurro metallizzato, blue metallic. It's a Fiat color actually, from 1964. But this is exactly how the car would have looked when it was new, more or less, color-wise. No, not more or less. Exactly.
Exactly.
Let's get it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can understand.
I would say it wasn't unattractive when we saw it in the burgundy metallic, actually.
Yes.
But this has transformed the car to, I think, to another level. Now it looks proper the gentleman's GT.
Yes, absolutely. I completely agree. And it is proving very popular with the public here, actually, very popular.
As you know everything about the car, you will also be presenting it to the judges, so yeah.
Yeah, that's tomorrow morning. So it's all to play for. We don't know what is going to happen. We don't know whether the car is going to win or not, or whether it's going to be placed. But we look forward to the result anyway. It's an honor just to be here.
Yeah, and we do know it's a beautiful car, so yeah, it's a pleasure being here with you, Iain.
We sat back and enjoyed the show, including seeing a unique and familiar six-wheeled Formula One car. But I thought it would be quite good to check out some of the other cars in the Lamborghinis category. Well, one of the cars that's in the same class, the touring Superleggera of Milan class, is this beautiful 1951 Ferrari 212. This is the very, very early, I think 1947, Enzo Ferrari established himself as a car manufacturer. This is a very early example of his work. V12 engine, Giacomo Colombo designed, 3-cylinder head studs per cylinder, so a very sort of quite frail engine in some ways. I'm sure the Ferraristi would crucify me for saying that, but in other ways, very long-lasting. I mean, for its time, engines lasted no time in the 1950s. For its time, quite a sturdy unit as well. But the 212cc per cylinder works out at just over 2.5 litres. V12, this would probably never be made, this configuration now, because we live in the age of thermodynamically attuned engines. So it works out at roughly 1 cylinder per 500cc. So a 1000cc car has 2-ish cylinders, 1500cc 3 cylinders, and then 2.5 litre would be 4 cylinders, probably like the Porsche 944, with a balancer shaft to get rid of the harmonics and vibrations of the 4 pistons bouncing up and down in the engine. So this car sort of wouldn't be developed now particularly. But yeah, it's a real cutie. The body, of course, by Touring of Milan. It's got a very interesting competition history, this car. So I don't know. Is it going to win? Well, the Lamborghini's got some very stiff competition here for sure. Well, this is perhaps Touring of Milan's most famous styling and construction, and this is the Aston Martin DB4. This is not any DB4, this is one of the extreme first prototype DB4s, finished in the very British colour of primrose. How can we tell it's an early car? Well, lots of things, but the windows are what's called a no-frame construction. So the drop glass, the window, actually disappears into the door, and there's nothing else over the top here. So coach builders of this time used 3 different types of door construction. The no frame like this, the half frame like the 350 GT, and the full frame, which manufacturers have now gone back to for safety reasons, where the door actually is part of the pressing of the car body. It's the full frame door, it actually would be sort of that size. So this is, but it's not light. That's why modern cars are so heavy, because of all this safety tech. So this is lightweight in extremis. It's as I say, it's a very early car, this. Touring of Milan, their patent went through the DB4s, 5s, and even after they went bust in the 1960s, it was still the Touring Superleggera patented construction. Of course, the patent didn't apply then, but yeah, this is another contender. This is the other very interesting competitor for the crown in the Touring Superleggera category at the Cartier Style et Luxe Concours. Well, this is the moment of truth. Here we are in the Cartier lawn, easy for me to say, at Goodwood House, and the judges are out there deliberating over the cars now. It would be absolutely fantastic if our car won a prize, having brought it all this way and all the rest of it, but yeah, we're very much in their hands. And as I've said before, different concours have different criteria, and this is quite often people who are fashion designers or people in architects, things like that, famous international people in their fields. No pun intended. Yeah, we'll wait to see what happens. The tension. Now that the votes are in, it's time to dress smart and get ready for business.
So here we are. The last prize before the long-awaited lunch is now for the best of the best car of the whole competition. After much passionate debates between the judges, I'm very happy to give you the winner of the 29th Cartier Style Luxe, which is the Bentley Facel of Sacha Bagley. Well done.
Well, as things draw to a close, the car didn't win best of class or best of show, but that's okay. These things happen, it's very subjective. The judges have all sorts of factors in play. There are some lovely cars here, as I've already said. So the car goes back now to its owner after a refresh. Everything's all good. And yeah, we move on to the next event, which will be sooner than we think. Actually, next week, I'm over in Slovakia at Goodwood Concours there. The other side of the fence this time, I'm judging. So all good. Well, that concludes another Tyrrell's Classic Workshop video. It remains only to say good night from me. Please subscribe and we'll be back with something else very soon. Bye from Goodwood.